3. I said 3. I said 3. I said 3. I said 3, 3, 3. That's right, 3. 3. And what does the number 3 mean? What I'm trying to put in right now, huh? It could mean a lot of things. I could make a whole bunch of hand signs with the 3. I could go, a little bit of Sierra Medio and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. But what is the meaning of 3? And what have I read today before getting this review? That 3 weeks in a row, the ratings for Monday Night Raw continue to plummet, go down. So 3 weeks in a row, the Raw rating goes down. Which it's funny, they said the show sucks last night, even though it really has. So now, even telling the show sucks, the show still sucks that the ratings still go down 3 weeks in a row. So they have suffered a new low rating to what I've read today. I don't know the numbers. I just know they suffered an all-time low. Because I believe they were 1.6 last week. So I'm going to have to read the number. I just read some people say it was low rating. I didn't get the number though. Probably a 1.5 something if I'm correct. So the ratings continue to go low levels as possible. Almost like, God, it's like WCW 2000 with right now what's going on Monday Night Raw. But with Monday Night Raw, like I said, it's still a bad show, really. And it continues to be shit and move low ratings. I just say, will they go lower next week? So how low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? That does say, will SmackDown actually have a low rating too? Because both Raw and SmackDown did suffer low ratings last week. Now, will SmackDown have a better rating this week? Do I believe SmackDown took some desperate attempts to actually rise some ratings to maybe generate a pop this week? Maybe, in a way. But let's first kick it off. Las Vegas SmackDown Go Home show for TLC this Sunday, as we kicked it off with Daniel Bryan, which I will say his heel work is getting better and better every week. Yes, he is an angry environmentalist, or I don't know, Captain Planet or whatever, but his heel work gets better as, he kicked off the show, which people did say Daniel sucks, so it's working and people hate him. He said he wanted to apologize for calling the people sheep, that they're sheep, like, you don't even get, that sheep don't deserve to be compared to idiots, alright? And, they don't go around spoiling the earth like sheep. So he says, you all are parasites, okay? And you just take, and, you give nothing in return. He called the fans fickle, which I'm sure that'll be a t-shirt soon enough. And as he said fickle and everything, Bryan, he talked about the crowd, that you all lived vicariously through the old Daniel Bryan success, and that the old Daniel Bryan is dead, and now you're living through AJ Styles' couch right now to what he built, alright? You guys just attach yourselves to someone new, because you let go of me and you went to AJ now. But, as Bryan went on to say that, he said that you people can't do anything because I'm the WWE champion. And at TLC, you will recognize the new Daniel Bryan, and that the old one is dead. The Yes movement is dead. The crowd booed, and he questioned them of being delusional, and you're trying to pull wool over your eyes and stuff. And you guys are you all are ignorant and everything. One thing I will say about this whole match this Sunday for TLC, which and I'm gonna get to the old WWE title and that main event in the show again on just in general, but I feel like the main event this Sunday. I'm surprised it's not even a TLC match between AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. It's just a regular match, but all these other matches got stipulations of TLC matches, or ladder matches, or tables matches, or chairs matches that was announced tonight. But AJ versus Daniel is just a regular WWE title match. Do I think it will be the main event? Not really, because the WWE Championship barely main events anything now any days. It really doesn't. They treat it like a mid-card belt. But other than that, Mustafa Ali making his, I guess I should say, SmackDown debut. And I'm going to get into what he said before I got something to say about this right here of him being on there. Because Mustafa Ali came out, and, they called him the heart and soul of 205 Live, as Bryan said he was. But, we don't have to have this match, because I see myself a lot in you, okay? and that you know, you don't have to be like the crowd. They're all too xenophobic and obsessed with all of this, but at least say, you know, it wasn't true. And so I don't know what happened to the old Daniel Bryan and everything, but you're an inspiration, everybody, for all the people that make 205 Live in the back, and we look up to you and everything. Bryan pretty much, I think Bryan pretty much said, like, what kind of car do you drive, huh? You drive an SUV and everything, and why does a tiny little man need an SUV? Well, he said he has to put his wife and kid in the car, which I swear Daniel Bryan can say, you're polluting the air driving an SUV. You ought to be driving a hybrid. And I don't know, Bryan, you know, he starts slapping him several times, calling him ignorant, until Ali pretty much took him out with a drop kick and knocked him out of the ring. He did a somersault on the outside of the ring from the top rope. I thought it was funny. I don't know what of them said about size or something, but these two are equally cruiserweights. I feel like they both literally look the same size. Don't get me wrong, Bryan's more stockier, but I swear they're like the same height out there. But I got a lot to say about this. Number one, I'm very surprised this match even happened, okay? Because I didn't even think they would put the cruiserweights on Smackdown, because we barely, and I get they've put them on Raw in the past and stuff, but that's why I believe Vince was booking it. But to see Mustafa Ali on Smackdown, and actually there was a photo of the back of some of the 205 Live roster, you know, just looking at this match in the back, almost like it was like a change. It was like a change of the horizon, almost like finally giving these guys something now, giving someone a chance to shine. I'm sure the guys that were in the back, you know, I looked at the photo from Jack Gallagher, Tony Nese, Noam Dar, I think was back there, Cedric Alexander, Mike Bennett, Kanellis. I'm surprised he still has a job here. Maria was sitting there, Buddy Murphy, like they're all sitting in the back. So I sit there and think to myself, is this a change? Will we see more of the cruiserweights on TV nowadays? Or was this a one-time deal between Bryan and Mustafa Ali right here? Because I've said before about some of these guys when it comes to 205. Some of these people don't need fucking 205 Live, okay? They're too good for this shit. And, you know, I haven't really watched a show like that here, and you know, nowadays. Like, I may catch it here and there. I know they still put on some really good matches on there, and some say the show is better since it's got a whole different booking change. And, you know, Buddy Murphy and Mustafa put on a really good match back at Survivor Series and stuff, and they're actually going to be on the main card again, so it looks like we may be seeing more of them on the main card, well, for pay-per-view wise right now, but maybe steadily and slowly. Maybe it's baby steps in that we're trying to get them on the shows, like as in Raw and Smackdown, because we know Cedric versus Buddy Murphy is for the Cruiserweight Championship this Sunday at TLC, not on the pre-show, so I'm sure they will put on a badass match like they did back in Australia. But, you know, I've said this before about the Cruiserweights and, you know, being the main show. First off, I think Cedric Alexander, I've said this for many times, Cedric Alexander is too good for this shit, okay? He doesn't need to be on 205 Live, to be honest. He really doesn't. Honestly, it's almost like I'm trying to compare this to New Japan in a way. This man needs to be on the heavyweight division, okay? This guy needs to be on Raw fighting for the Intercontinental Championship against Seth Rollins, put on a damn great match. And, you know, might as well put Mustafa Ali somewhere up in that category, too, when I think about it now. Yeah, you need to put him up there too, because, you know, they talk about he's the heart and soul. Like, the guy can sell his ass off. I can tell you that right now. I know some they may look at him as small, and, you know, at first I was about to call him Vegeta when he came out there, but you know, he's not wearing that vest anymore nowadays. They're looking like Sub-Zero and everything, because his whole interest was like Sub-Zero at a point in time with the light and stuff. But it looks like it's more different nowadays. So I don't know if this is a change in the horizon. Maybe it will be. Maybe we will see more cruiserweights on TV. Maybe they are giving these guys more. Maybe Vince is letting these guys on TV, because even some people say there's no way Vince could have booked SmackDown because like SmackDown, I'll tell you right now in the beginning, because, alright, SmackDown pretty much beat Raw by default. Okay, it's literally by default nowadays. It was a better show, I will say that. Yeah, it's like I've said before, it has its problems here and there, but it's overall a way better show. So is Vince looking up to the cruiserweights now? Is he actually giving these guys a chance? Is he throwing them a bone? I don't know. But it's different. It's changed. I feel like it's trying to finally build up some new talent around here. Maybe everyone doesn't know who Mustafa Ali is. Maybe they don't all watch 205, because I've said before they just need to dissolve 205 and just put all these guys on Raw and SmackDown. I think it's too many shows and too many belts as it is already. Okay, I have too many fucking title belts. Okay, but I just feel like they're gonna make another TV show anyways out of something. So watch out for that. But because I believe 205 will be back live next week after this whole mixed match challenge thing, because the show has been taped, even though it still happens after SmackDown. It's still taped and it's shown on Wednesdays, but they will go back to being live right after SmackDown. And I don't know, the crowds are somewhat good with halftime. Usually when the last time I've seen 205, the crowds was fucking dead almost every week right after SmackDown, which some people say need to be taped at Full Sail or just taped before SmackDown. Don't wait till the crowd's fatigued and tired and want to go home and then trying to hold people for another hour. But Daniel Bryan and Mustafa Ali, the match was good. I will say that. I don't think Ali got a lot of offense in. He got a few offense in, but mostly was Bryan beating up Ali several times and hitting it with yes kicks or no kicks. But Ali pretty much came back. He, of course, did the Spanish fly off the top rope. And everything, which was really good. I think it was on a commercial though. Bryan pretty much went into a tree of woe and everything. Started kicking. It was a lot of kicks and trying to suplex him, but Ali was able to get out. He got him with a good tornado DDT. He was gonna go for the 054, but or 450s just backwards. Bryan pretty much rolled out. He took Ali's legs and started hitting him into the ring post and slamming it and chop blocking him. Put him in the heel hook for the win. So most of the match was on Bryan beating the crap out of Mustafa Ali. So like I said, it was a good match and Ali got little offense. He didn't get much. But the focus was on Bryan and him being a heel. And then Bryan continued to attack Ali on stage as he was leaving. Put him in another heel hook and, just held the title up over, celebrating and stuff. So really good. Segment was really good. Match was really, it was a pretty good match. That could have used a little bit more time, but just a good match, mostly with Bryan getting most of the offense, and even after, like I said, they really are making Bryan's heel work shine big time right now. They really are. And like I said, it was a different change to see a cruiserweight on SmackDown. Alright? Like I said, will we see more of this in the future? Maybe. I don't know. Next, we had the rap battle. I wish they could have got Wale to do this thing again, but, the New Day had all these suits on and stuff. Woods and Kofi had like these open like suits. It's kind of torn up a little. I think Big E had a full suit on. And they talked about why does the bar want to even do this. They look like fake Run DMC guys or something out of 80s with both of the like the Adidas like type of gear in the hat and stuff. Pretty much then they start doing like a ice remix to Vanilla Ice, but I believe they kept saying Ice Shamey, and New Day said it was trash. Okay, they put up a thing, they said it was trash. Usos, I thought they had a couple good bars. Listen, they talked about, they said the New Day looked like Ninja Turtles, and that, even though I believe Sheamus was in one of the Turtles movies, I believe he was Rocksteady, I believe, in the movie. So, they called Sheamus Cesaro Bebop and Rocksteady, but Sheamus was in the movie, okay? And then talk about the turnbuckle in and Cesaro's teeth with no knuckles. And I did like I don't remember the Iron Man line, but it was pretty good. Say no injuries. You got 10 years, no injuries. Got the kryptonite to Cesaro's Superman and stuff. And before they said that Uso Penitentiary, the bar tried to attack them and knock them down. Well, they did. New Day tried to get involved, and Sheamus and Cesaro pretty much held the title, saying we are. But honestly, this rap battle wasn't really good. I like last year's better. I actually thought it was some crazy bars with the New Day and the Usos. especially when the Usos brought out the damn sex tape on Xavier Woods, which just popped the freaking crowd big time. And both teams had some really good rhymes out there. So this right here, this was just mostly going at going at the bar, since they look like jokes, and it was just kind of easy for just the Usos kind of win this in general. Because it's a triple threat tag team for the titles this Sunday. Well, not any type of TLC match, but obviously they didn't want to recreate the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian, but it's a regular triple threat but tag team title match for the titles and stuff. But yeah, the rap battle wasn't that good. It wasn't, okay? Last year was better. Like, the delivery wasn't good. It could have been better jokes. I thought the Usos had a couple bars here and there, but it just wasn't good. Yeah, I didn't think it was that good. Kind of like a joke. Stayed, like a joke. Keeping it stoked. These guys look like blokes. I don't know, man. I just call it my people. Word of folks. I sit here talking on a mic. Psych. I don't know, yo. You better get out of here and go take a hike. This is the crowd. I'm not gonna rap here today. Just did a little quick bars and stuff. But moving on with the show, they had a pre-tape with Askua saying, she made one mistake against Charlotte. Now she was going to beat her. Then she spoke in Japanese. The Miz came out with the greatest Royal Rumble trophy and wanted Shane McMahon to come out. Shane came out saying, "What are you doing?" And this is more about wrestling. It's about life choices, as Miz went on to say to Shane McMahon. And they want to do this one more time. They still want, Miz wants this team to happen between him and Shane McMahon. He really wants this thing to go down, but I don't think Shane was really gonna go with it and stuff. But Miz wanted a chance. Next thing you know, we can do this right now, because I interviewed Bryan next week. Now you give me my part. He brought out the Vegas boys, Chip and Chad. Well, I guess they were supposed to be Chip and Dale dancers, which they immediately attack Shane from behind. Shane does his insane Superman punches and does like a back fist on one of them, making one of them tap out in a triangle choke. So, what was the last time Shane McMahon wrestled on Smackdown? I'm not saying about pay-per-view. What was the last time he wrestled on Smackdown? Okay, when is the last time he done it? Because he just beat the crap out of both of these guys. Then Shane was pretty much pissed as Bryan held up not Bryan, but Miz held up the trophy. Dude, where is this going? Because a lot of people saying this. Either Shane's turning heel or Miz is turning face. I don't really want to see a face Miz. Or this is going to be a tag team. Or this is going to be some match that's going to happen down the road at WrestleMania or something, knowing this. I don't know where this is going. Are they really going to become a tag team, win the titles? I don't even get it, okay? I don't know where this is going. So, I don't know where this Shane McMahon and Miz thing is going right now. I'm still... Dude, the fact that they're still trying to get this crown... What did I say? Greatest Royal Rumble earlier? I meant that crown jewel trophy. Why they still trying to get this best in the world thing over? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And then they got Paige pissed in the back as the Vegas boys wanted an invoice of $5,000 for the match. And the referee, why did you do this? Some people think Vince was taking subtle jabs, independent wrestlers or something. And, she got rid of the ref and, just ripped up the contracts because I guess Miz was supposed to say you guys got to pay us $5,000, but it wasn't happening. Paige was pissed at that. Randy Orton came out to cut a promo as he talked about Rey Mysterio. Is it Rey's birthday today? I think I've heard that. I'm not sure if that's true all the way. Somebody said it was Mysterio's birthday. I don't know if that's true. Because, I don't know, maybe that's in the month. I don't know. But, I believe someone... Check my phone real quick. I believe someone had put that out. Yeah, I don't know if that was true, if it wasn't that, but if it is his birthday and that. But he talked about Rey Mysterio. He talked about the chairs match. Wow, this thing's out of battery already. That sucks. Sorry about that. I'm trying to check a charger, but my head is, I guess, not in the camera. But, as I'm kind of going on, he talked about Rey. He talked about the chairs match, that Rey Mysterio is a victim. Why would he want to do this? again after what happened. After what happened for the past few weeks now, as Orton was holding up the chair, and he showed up the footage, and why would Ray want to even be in this chairs match? Because he is going to be a victim this Sunday, and he said Ray will fall to the deadliest words in the WWE, which is RK. Mysterio comes back with a chair. He hits him with it a couple times, hits him with a 619 out the ring. So chairs match this Sunday with Mysterio and Randy Orton. It ended with Becky Lynch as she was going to watch the Asuka and Charlotte match tonight, talking about, it's my first match back Sunday. I got to test like a road test for my head and face, and I'm going through some of the toughest competition around here and the toughest match in the WWE, and it's dangerous. And she's going to watch, but, she says she knows the odds are against her, but she's going to prove them wrong and why she is the man around here. Rusev and Jeff Hardy. I still think Jeff Hardy's entrance without pyro was somewhat weird half the time. Went against Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm surprised they had Shinsuke wear that same gear he wore back in Survivor Series. I don't know, man. I'm not really 100% on that gear for some reason. The whole blue gear he was wearing. I don't know. Something about it. I just don't get it. It's just... It's something about it. So I don't really know about Shinsuke's gear, but I believe do all four of these guys have matches this Sunday? Because there wasn't much to say about this tag match other than Rusev getting the Machika kick on Nakamura for the win. So I don't know if it's anything kind of after that on that. I'm not really sure, but dude, I swear I want that damn belt off Nakamura at this point. I don't know what they're doing with this guy. I don't know. I don't know if the matches are this Sunday though. I don't know if they were on the card. Were they even announced? I don't know. So what do they got, like 11 matches? Yeah, they got like 11 matches this Sunday, I believe. So I don't know if like the United States Championship is on the line though, if I'm correct. Is it? Because it's a lot of fucking matches this Sunday. No, I don't think it is. I don't really think it is this Sunday, but maybe they're still building this along the way with these feuds. But like I said, kind of tag team match, just kind of whatever. AJ cut a promo on Bryan tonight in the back, as he was going to take out Daniel Bryan this Sunday, and he would do whatever it takes to become the WWE champion again. Asuka went against Charlotte. Becky was at ringside, which was a pretty good match. I will say that. I wouldn't say great as the Mania match, but it was a really, really good match. Did I really think Asuka was going to win here? Now, if I'm thinking months later on 50-50 booking, then maybe give Asuka the win back. But sometime with Becky or something was going to happen that this was kind of going to end in a, I don't know, DQ or something. But overall, the match was good. I thought it was really good. Like, just a really good match in general. You knew these two were going to tear it down. And one thing I kind of said about early in the night, I know this was the main event and everything, and this was, billed as a WrestleMania rematch, but I've said this before about Bryan early in the night. The guy's the WWE champion. It's like AJ all over again. He's the WWE champion, but he can't main event on Smackdown. I don't get that sometimes. The guy's the champion, but he cannot main event on Smackdown. I just don't get that. But the Charlotte and Asuka match, like I said, a really good match. It pretty much ended in DQ though, as Asuka had the Asuka-like end, but Charlotte was able to get up and fall out of the ring. She grabbed the kendo stick and started hitting Asuka with it, and she was sitting there for a minute as Becky looked on, laughing at both of them, trying to walk away. Charlotte then hit her with a kendo stick. Then her and Charlotte and Becky went at it until Becky got the kendo stick, started beating Charlotte with it. But then next thing you know, Asuka hit a kick on Becky and, threw her around and stuff started hitting her. It was like whack-a-mole on everybody. Everybody started hitting each other with kendo sticks. Like, I hit you, kendo stick, kendo stick, kendo stick, kendo stick shot. And Asuka started beating both of them up as she stood on the announce table to close the show. Now, with Asuka standing tall tonight, do I still think she's actually going to win a championship this Sunday? I'm sure everybody's already, and I've said before about the rumor with this and what I think may happen this Sunday about, Because I still think Asuka's still the odd woman, the middle woman out of this, which I feel like they put in there just because they know they want to try to take Becky and Charlotte, I don't know, to, you know, have some triple threat match. I still think it's maybe like some triple threat match at WrestleMania against Ronda or something. Like I said before, I don't think it's going to be the main event of WrestleMania, but I believe that's still the plan, and one of them are going to win the Rumble or something. Or maybe I'm wrong with Asuka standing tall, because usually the person standing tall that night, it's almost like you tell they're not going to win this Sunday. So will Becky still retain her title? I don't know. But everybody said it's best to put the Becky off, take the title of Becky so she can win the Rumble, and then she can go against Ronda at WrestleMania. So that's what I've been hearing the plan is, or a triple threat match at Mania. I don't know. There's still time for that, but at least they're building Asuka up more. At least people actually care and still cheer for her. I will say that. But overall, SmackDown was just a better show. Like I said earlier in this video, it's by default. Okay, default, default, default. It's really no argument into these things of SmackDown being better than Monday Night Raw in general. It really isn't. It's by freaking default. Okay, from like I said, Bryan and Mustafa had a pretty good match. Promo was really great by Bryan. The rap battle was very weak. I really didn't like it. Charlotte and Asuka was really good. The tag team match between Nakamura and Joe versus Hardy and Rusev was kind of whatever. Orton promo was pretty good just for the chairs match this Sunday. Is there anything else I'm really forgetting? Like I said, it's only a 2-hour show here, but yeah, the Shane McMahon, even him getting mad at Miz later on in the night, I'm still trying to see where this is going. I don't know. I'm still trying to see what is the point, what they're trying to do. Why are we still trying to get this trophy over? I don't know. But could they be a tag team? Maybe. But, overall, SmackDown, like I said before, just a better show and by default. Just a good show in general. And we got to see something different on account of things on SmackDown than the bullshit we see on Monday Night Raw. Now, would the ratings go low for SmackDown like Raw this week? I don't know, because Raw's 3 in a row right now. SmackDown, they got a new low rating last week, and it was addressed by many people. So will they go low again this week? I don't know, but we shall see. Okay? So be here when the next review happens, and be ready to stay, be ready to play. I'm going to keep it new, but no day. Okay? And that's how you get sunglasses when they shine at you from the ray. That's how I'm going to flip money over when I'm, rapping from the bay. That's how you got a bird where you can send a blue from its J when I flow, when I know, when I show, and how I go. And you know it's going down. See, this is how I rap, and this is SmackDown. So, I'm out of here. So, comment, subscribe, and maybe one time I'll keep it live. And I gotta go with these turkeys if they talking all that jive. I'm gonna high five it up like I'm live. But I'm gonna go and I'm out of here. Just a quick rhyme just to say I can rap better than that rap battle tonight. But comment, subscribe, and tell me what you thought about SmackDown tonight. I could go in if I wanted to, but I would save that for a battle if I'm battling against somebody, okay? But I am out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace. I still need to play Super Smash Brothers. Out of here.